Right, it's time we deal with this lunacy that happened up in Glasgow yesterday surrounding protests against the Home Office and Border Force trying to remove someone with no right to be here. Yes, the Border Force do actually try to remove people from time to time. It's just a shame they import 100 times more via the English Channel than they kick out. Obviously though, we have pretty piss poor Patel and the blonde tosspot Boris Johnson to thank for that, along with every government that's gone before them. This time though, it seems they were actually trying to do their job, but a bunch of lefties arrived and blocked the van in, with Police Scotland unable to restore order the useless bags of soy. In the end, they literally let the people go that the Border Force have a legal duty to remove, because a bunch of low-life fuckpigs, like I said, blocked the van. I mean, the police actually told the Border Force to release them to stop the protests from happening. Apparently, the law cannot keep order anymore up in Scotland. Which I'm sure makes you all sit there and think yes, they can bow down to protesters when it's BLM by like taking the knee and shit like that, or stopping people being deported as is the case here. But when it's people standing up for our human rights or trying to defend the statues as we saw last year, the police come in heavy-handed, batons out, cracking skulls. Now on top of all this, we actually had Nicola Fishlip Sturgeon butting her nose in, offering help to the people who have no right to be here. Literally, as Labour up there join her supporting illegal immigration, but then again, is that even shocking? I know to me it's certainly not surprising, but it is yet another slap in the face to the people of this country. Of course, there have been a bunch of lefty tosspots screaming about all this happening on E, to which I respond, who actually gives a flying fuck? I have seen these people say it's like being arrested on Christmas Day, which of course happens all the time, and we don't get bleeding hearts blocking vans from leaving, do we? No, they end up in the slammer, as we know. So literally the arguments from these idiots are so weak it's actually unreal, but what is weaker is the system put in place to remove people who should not be here. In this case here, the police and immigration services have bowed to 200 odd protesters. Remember that in the future, guys, because that's all it takes to stop the law up in Scotland. Now naturally, the tosspot Justice Secretary up there with his strong Scottish name, Humza Yousaf, chimed in because why not? I expect all the immigration officials are white, so he had to get super fucking salty, didn't he?
On the government bench, we know that we are not immune either. Some people were surprised. They were taken aback even by the mention on my social media that 99% of the meetings I go to, I'm the only non-white person in the room. But why are we so surprised when the most senior positions in Scotland are filled almost exclusively by those who are white? Take my portfolio alone. The Lord President, white. The Lord Justice Clerk, white. Every High Court judge, white. The Lord Advocate, white. The Solicitor General, white. The Chief Constable, white. Every Deputy Chief Constable, white. Every Assistant Chief Constable, white. The Head of the Law Society, white. The Head of the Faculty of Advocates, white. Every prison governor, white. And not just justice. The Chief Medical Officer, white. The Chief Nursing Officer, white. The Chief Veterinary Officer, white. The Chief Social Work Advisor, white. Almost every trade union in this country headed by people who are white. In the Scottish Government, every Director General is white. Every chair of every public body is white. That is not good enough. I don't doubt that if I looked across the private sector, that black and minority ethnic people would similarly be underrepresented.
Yeah, I don't think he likes white people, so standing up for people with no right to be here was always going to be a given. Now, since they've let these people go, all we can do is actually hope they're going to arrive back there in short order to get them out. Take 10 immigration enforcement vans and block off a few streets to clear a path out. At the end of the day, they need to stop fucking around because this will spur more lefty tosspots into doing this in the future. As a matter of fact, I would guarantee now it won't be the last time we see it.